So next is concept of line voltage, line current, phase voltage and phase current. That means how in three-phase system, three-phase supply system or in three-phase load system, how the line voltage, line current, phase voltage and phase current is defined. So here we have taken here the star configuration of the supply system in which R, Y and B are the three phases. The voltage across this R and Y is VRY, voltage across this Y and B is VYB, and across this R and B is called as the VBR. Similarly here representing the voltage across the individual phase of the R, Y and B. So this is your phase R, this is phase Y and this is phase B. So voltage across this phase R and neutral, that is called as the VRN. Voltage across this Y and neutral is VYN, and voltage across this B and neutral is VBN. Similarly, the current which is flowing through these line terminals of the three-phase supply system, that is called as the IR, IY and IB. So this is the supply, three-phase supply system which is connected, which is given the current to the load system. So in this direction, the current which is flowing through the line R, that is called as the IR, the current which is flowing in the line Y, that is called as the IY, and the current which is flowing in the line B, that is the IB. Similarly, whatsoever current which is flowing in the phase R, Y and B, that is again here this IR, IY and IB. That means here in this star configuration, how we'll define this line voltage, line current, phase voltage and the phase voltage. So potential difference between the two line, that is called as the line voltage. There is the potential difference between these two point of the lines. That potential difference between two lines is called as the line voltage, whereas whatsoever current is flowing through the line, that is called as the line current. So here we can see here the voltage across the line R and Y, which is represented by this VRY, it is nothing but the line voltage. Similarly, the voltage or potential difference between the Y and B, that is called as the VYB, this is nothing but the line voltage. Or similarly, you can say the potential difference between the B and R, that is called as the VBR, is nothing but the line voltage. Or we can say this is VRY, YB and VBR, all these are called as the line voltage. So the potential difference between the two lines is called as the line voltage. Here the IR, IY and IB, that is IR, IY and IB is the nothing but the current which is flowing through the line, and the current which flows through the line, that is called as the line current. Similarly, the phase voltage. So any voltage across the each phase, across the branch of each phase, that is called as the phase voltage. So here we can see here the VRN is nothing but the voltage across the individual phase of R, whereas the VYN is nothing but the potential difference across the individual phase Y, and VBN is nothing but the individual voltage across the phase B. That is nothing but the potential difference between the phase R and the neutral, that is called as the VRN, VYN and VBN, all these represented as the phase voltage. So phase voltage is nothing but the voltage across the branch, across the each phase, that voltage is called as the phase voltage. And the phase current is nothing but the current which is flowing through the individual phase, that is called as the phase current. That means whatsoever current which is flow through the phase R only, across the individual phase R, individual phase Y and B, and that current is called as the phase currents. So here in the star configurations, which we can see that the line current and the phase currents are the same. They are same in the star configuration. That means whatsoever current which is flowing through this in branch the R, that is called as the phase currents. So we can define here the line voltage, line current, phase voltage and the phase current for this supply system. Similarly, we can also define here this line voltage, line current, phase voltage and phase currents for the load system also, as well as for the delta configurations also. So here you just have to remember that how the line voltage is differentiate with the phase voltage and how the line current is different than the phase currents. So that is very important, how to define, how to differentiate the line voltage and the phase voltage. line current and the phase currents. So in simple words we can say the line voltage is nothing but the voltage across the line, whereas the phase voltage is nothing but the voltage across each or individual phase, whereas the line current is nothing but the current which is flowing through the line, that is called as the line current, and the phase current is nothing but the current which is flowing through the individual phase, that is called as the phase current. Or in other words we can say the current which is flowing through the each branch, that current is called as the phase current.